I now call upon Mr. Sablan from the Northern Mariana Islands. Mr. Sablan, 5 minutes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Sims, sir, throughout your testimony, you discussed plans for the billions of dollars the president is requesting in the AJP to modernize, replace, or establish new facilities that will provide our veterans the care they deserve. The focus appears to be on VA medical centers, but there are smaller facilities or areas without a facility, like in my district, the Northern Mariana Islands, and other outlying areas or rural areas within the states that should also be given attention if the goal is truly about providing quality care to our veterans. I therefore need to ask, how will this funding benefit the areas such as my district, which has a fee-based outreach small facility or no facility at all?
Thank you for that question. So first, let me say that the focus areas that I referred to that the $18 billion would be used in are really VA and the administration's ideas, and we have briefed those to all corners of the Hill staff, but we're open to having discussions on potential other uses. So VA's focus was intended on our owned infrastructure to be able to address some of those facility condition issues that we've been talking about and try to get that recapitalization underway on some of those facilities. With that said, we do understand that leasing in particular for rural areas is one of the ways that we've done it. We've typically addressed that through our regular budget process. And for smaller leases, we have not had any concerns or issues with getting the necessary funding or the approval for those leases. So most of that is done through the traditional budget process and planning processes that we have.
So, Mr. Sims, with all due respect, I'm reclaiming my time. If you just said you haven't heard issues about those smaller outreach, then you have never heard of me before today, sir. Because I have been bringing this up all my 13 years, going on 13 years now in Congress about veterans in my district getting absolutely very little service. And whether you serve a veteran in a medical center or a veteran in a fee-based facility, they are both entitled, they both deserve, they both earn the service the VA is supposed to serve. So let me go on with my next question, please. Infrastructure is not just physical spaces. It includes human capital, investments in workforce development, and expanded recruitment and retention of the workforce. How does the VA plan to address human capital issues in rural areas, again, whether they're in the state or in the territories? Mr. Sims, please.
So I'm going to ask Ms. Bongiorni to address that.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Congressman, for the question. We agree it's critically important for us to address human capital, especially in rural areas. We try to focus on developing the staff that we have, bringing in temporary partners from outside, and building the rural talent pipeline. So right now we have a program where we assist rural faculty with development and essentially teach them how to teach so that we can assist them in supporting graduate medical education programs. And we are aware that that actually improves the retention of those staff. We also have a partnership with Public Health Service to bring in commissioned corps officers into facilities in VA. There are currently 36 on board.
Thank you, Ms. Bonjour, for that. Again, that applies to where there are facilities. Where are no facilities, the veterans apparently do not deserve the same treatment as veterans where there are facilities. This is where I'm getting to. You're not going to put in a doctor to a fee-based clinic. I mean, a naval doctor or a public health doctor or, a graduate student, right? I mean, just makes sense. So let me ask again, Mr. Sims, your testimony states the Choice Act authorized the department to provide up to 1,500 additional GME positions. I guess Ms. Bonjour just actually responded to this question. And so let me ask generally, do any of the new or existing programs address the shortages in our areas, in the Northern Marianas in particular? You do the CBOX, and you've addressed 70–80% of the problems our veterans face. Any idea? Do you have any idea where the Northern Marianas is? The population of our VA here, our veterans here?
I do not have those statistics, sir.
So that means they're not in your plans. Unfortunately, that's very regrettable. I'm sorry they don't. I will bring this up to your department in another time, but I thank you for your testimony today, all of you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Sablan.